All right, so we'll do a little bit of a reset here. I had started the stream without turning my microphone on, so I was muted for probably the first 10 or 15 minutes. Basically, just felt like playing for fun a little bit here tonight. I don't know that I'm going for any major accomplishments. The next two that are kind of on my radar are Overclocker to get a million, generate a million CU at 200% overclocking, and to become the #1 social media site. So I don't think either of those really is on the radar for today. My server capacity has been like very low. So I built out one of the servers yesterday. I've been hovering in this like 5-6%, and I'm at 3 million users. Even if I mean, I could max out this 20 million and not have to do anything else with the servers. If I take a peek at where I am, I just have this one rack running, plenty of capacity. I don't have anything to worry about there. So I'll just chip away at Overclocker for a while here. I did use my outsourcing execs. I figured out what was wrong with my macro. I just had a dumb little checkbox unchecked that needed to be checked. Whatever, fixed it. That's what happens with programming. So I was able to max out the feature level for my landing page compared to the max feature level of the site. And then the other thing I did is I turned off all my ads and ramped up my marketing. So I was burning a good bit of money. I dropped down from, so at the beginning of yesterday, towards the end yesterday, I had 10 million in cash. I bought a bunch of components for 2 million, and I didn't realize that the cost of the components would change. So when I placed the exact same order a second time, it cost me 6 million instead of 2 million. So that dropped me down to 2 million in cash on hand. Thank God I didn't bankrupt myself at that point, because I actually didn't even realize that could happen. So I'm glad that I had that experience, because at least now I know that it's something to watch out for. So today I chipped away, made a couple smaller orders to get to that 500 level. Turned off my video, turned off all my ads, deleted my ads, and pumped up my marketing to about $150,000 a day, so that I could get my user base up to a level closer to this 4 million mark where I could sell the 12 million impression ads. That ran my cash down to about 300,000. But now I've got those ads sold again at the 12 million impression mark. So I'm going to be bringing in 362,000 a day. So that's going to help my cash flow significantly. So I'm going to let that run. In fact, let me hit up a save point here. Save points again don't really help me with bankrupts, because if I go bankrupt, I lose the challenge. But this is going to keep me rolling. And do I have my revenue coming in? Let's get one of those nice checks here. I'm just feeling a little anxious. And there we go. All right, so it's not gonna, and here, like, so DDoS attack, right? That's going to significantly tax my servers for the number of users. Even still, full-on DDoS attack, I'm at 30% utilization. I can totally absorb that. I've got plenty of server capacity until I get probably to 50% of user capacity. I don't even think I'm gonna have to worry about it. Plus, I'm gonna upgrade the efficiency of my, I'll max out this efficiency and be in pretty good shape. So meantime, let's make sure this guy's actually acting as a developer. We'll check on my researcher, or I'm sorry, my HR exec, see how my hiring is going, grab up a couple more researchers. Yeah, a couple nice fast ones here. Get them seated and start them training. Nice. I like it. So I'm just hiring up researchers, because these research points, I'm going to need a ton of research points later in the game. So I almost can't have too many researchers. As my cash flow really starts to come online, I'm going to do the same thing with my outsourcing execs. But for now, we'll just, see, I hate when I get the desk setup alignment. We'll just do one there. Move this one over. Oh. Sit this one right here. Seat. 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 I like these stream beats. Thanks to Harris Heller for putting these out. The stream beats are really nice. Royalty-free background music for live streaming. Love it. Streamers, the RIA has been causing trouble for streamers by sending out DMCA hits against people playing background music. You know, whatever. They should. It's fine. Don't use unlicensed music. I get it. But Harris makes the argument that there's actually a solution for that, a better model. If the music industry would get on board and if the streaming industry would get their shit together. So until that happens, Stream Beats is pretty cool. I like having something a little chill on the background running while we do our streaming here. Twitch tells me that I have one viewer. And I don't know if that's a real person or if it's me having the control panel open. So if you're watching, just do me a favor and say something in the chat so I know it. And if you want to go silent after that, that's cool. Otherwise, I just I'm talking to nobody but myself and nothing's going to happen, and that's fine. I'm just curious what that means. All right, starting to build up some cash here. I think I'm going to start making a couple more orders for these components. Actually, let's see where we are. A little bit more efficiency. Yep. So let's make, I don't want to go, I'm not trying to go bankrupt here on these orders again, but let's just see what the market rates look like right now. UI component, backend component, blueprint, graphics. So if we did 100 again, what are we talking about? 600,000. So that'd be like 6 million to do that. So if we did, let's say we do 25. So we got 2 million. 40, 400,000. Am I reading that right? 400,000? Oh, because I have it on 9 days. 1.2 million. Yeah. All right, let's do 20 to be safe. So I will open up my order sheet here. Save that. Got my, oh, I closed my macro tool here. Let me get that reopened. And if you watched, then you saw when I tried to use my macro tool, it just wouldn't place the cursor in the right place, and so it would keep trying to go across instead of across and down. And the problem was that on line 22, I had that little checkbox unchecked, and that broke the whole thing. So now keep that little checkbox checked, and we can run our macros. So here's what it's going to look like. Very cool. There we go. Boom. Now they'll just fill themselves out and run down the line. No problem. So this, it comes in super handy. Like right now it's just 10 of them. I could click the buttons, whatever. But like I've been doing with hiring these researchers, at some point, especially now that my revenue is getting fully online, I'm going to have probably, 10 or 20 rows of 10 outsourcing execs. And this macro tool becomes super useful in just running them down and filling things in, so I don't have to do them all manually. We'll just check on these contracts. These should be selling in that. All right, 1.5. Okay, so that's going to cost me 1.5. I'll be okay. It's still a good, like, it's a higher percentage of my revenue than I would like to be putting out in contracts. I want to see this number get pretty comfortable, which I don't feel like I am yet. I feel like I'm still a little bit on the edge, but hey, living dangerously. Checking on my hiring. Yeah, all right, we're in good shape now. I'm gonna keep hiring. Any of these 195s or better, I'm gonna grab up. I have 2 seats right now, 196. All right. these researchers seated. Should have been training that manager. If I had him training all along, I could assign 8 researchers here instead of 5, and I wouldn't have to keep going back and forth like this. Yeah, I gotta check on my training. Get people training here. Let's come over to this side. 5. See? Start training. There we go. Oh man. I just left all these people hanging. What am I thinking? Gotta get some training going here. Alright, do I have one more manager who can train there we go. Train that last researcher for me. There we go. Alright. So let's look at my managers. Get all my managers upgraded. And get all my managers training. Same for my researchers. Get all my researchers upgraded and get all my researchers training. All right, there we go. Now we're in good shape. Let's check on these features here. We can get that fully maxed out. All right, we're in good shape now. All right, what do I want to do from here? So I'm at 250 days in, 50% of the way through. I think I got to start thinking about some other features. What's my ad revenue look like? 13. All right, let's start spending some money. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy some components and run some TV commercials here. So I could hire and train marketers to research what I need to run ads beyond the email ads. Ads are going to be a little bit more effective. Or I can just buy them. And I like doing that. So let's see. If I want to run a TV commercial, I need 100 each of these. Copywriting, video, contract. Do I have a template for my video ads? Let's see. TV ads. Yeah. So if I just did 10 of these, what's that gonna look like? I think I probably need to unlock the marketing kits here. So if we were gonna get copywriting and video format and contract agreement, and we wanted 10 of each of those, and we wanted them in 2 days, that's going to cost me $440,000. Yeah, cool. I will totally do that. All right. So I'll make this my parts list. Copywriting, video, contract, 10 of each. I load that into my macro tool here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck homepage components and check TV listings. And when I run that, it is going to load me up with what I need to run some TV ads. Oh, what's going on here? Hold up. It was adding in something extra. Adding in graphics components. I don't like that. I'm going to cancel that. I think it does that because it's got it like cached in the macro creator. So I'm going to try that again. Let me hit a quick save. And I'll just check it. I shouldn't have gotten any extra achievements. Am I still at 10? Let me just double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, no new achievements. So, like I said, not a lot happening for this game. I think what I need to do is actually quit my macro creator and reload it. All right, and let's see if I run it now. There we go. Now it's just doing the 3 components that I want and not ordering a bunch of extra stuff. All right. So I will go ahead and close that then. Cool. All right, so that's actually going to happen pretty quickly. Let's just grab up those components. And I think I need to be a little bit more aggressive about running these ads so that I can start getting users in here. I've got 300 grand a day coming in revenue. I should probably be spending about 200 grand of that every day, trying to get this number up as quickly as possible. So now that I've got some components, let's go in here and run a TV commercial, and I'm gonna run that for 200,000 a day. So that cuts my profitability back, but I should start seeing my user growth take off. There we go. 21%, 22%. And if I remember this correctly, by the time I get to 50%, I should be able to be selling these 3 million leads. So we'll just prune these back, try and make sure we've got some ads with good rates coming in. So we'll just anything that's, there we go. So we'll keep the highest dollar ones. Otherwise we'll just kind of cut everything else. So see if I can get 3 contract. There we go. So I've got 3 contracts at that 840 range. I've got my ads running. I got another investment offer. So let's take a look at the investment offers. What was my 44? So I should be getting 40, a little below market value, but I am gonna take it. Now, one thing we can take a look at here on social media is, can I buy anybody? Yeah. So I could buy this company. It would take most of my cash on hand, so I'm not super interested in doing that. I do think what I'm going to start doing, though, is looking at my second feature. So if I wanted to add a comment feature, I would need backend modules and input modules. I think I'm going to start looking at backend and input. Backend module, input module. So if we were, let's look, see if I was going to max those out. 500. And get those as quickly as possible. 10 of those would cost me 15 mil. So let's do them. And what if I do these in 250s? 7 mil. So you get 2,500 of those. Do I want to be quite that aggressive? Yeah, I'll do 2,000. I'll do the 200s. All right, so that means we're gonna load up the parts list here for what, comment functionality? Yep. So we'll make these 200, 200. Save it. We're gonna load up the macro tool. Make sure we choose comment functionality. Run that, and here we go. Get these loaded up. Tiny downside of using that tool is while it's running, I can't do anything with my mouse or keyboard. But I typically can live with that because it saves so much time, like especially if I'm doing 100 or 200 of those. Ends up being a huge savings. All right, let's take one more run through here. I'm gonna have to look at upgrading offices pretty soon here too. So I know I've got some of these employees that aren't seated yet. Not too concerned about that. I don't know. I'll probably keep hiring a few more of these, but where was that? There we go. Keep these coming in. All right, got some strong researchers there. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with these. I shouldn't have hired 3 of these headhunters. I really only need 2 of these. I think I'm gonna let one of these go. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's just a hassle for me to manage. All right, so let's look at, did I unlock HR? No. So let's go unlock our HR managers. And I'll unlock marketer. I'm not going to hire any marketers because I just showed you how I'm outsourcing that stuff. But let's look for an HR manager. We'll have both of these guys look for HR managers. All right. Let's check on our ads. Are we close to 30 yet? Not close to 30 yet. How's my marketing doing? Not gonna do too much more to my marketing until I get those components in, and let's see what happens. Let the clock run. I'm using a different camera today. I'm using my I have a Hero 4 GoPro that I'm using with my mic setup. So I should check to see how the audio sync is. Am I having any trouble with that? Sometimes I have to make a couple adjustments, but these should be in pretty good shape. So these are going to cost me closer to 6 million. I don't know if I was quite expecting that much, but at for 10 of these, if it cost me 6 million, not a big deal. I don't know. That'll go pretty far. I think I can add a full feature there at that price point. Server's still looking pretty good. Support's still looking pretty good. Let me check in on my employees. Get all my managers. Get you upgraded. Get you training. Check on all my researchers. Get you upgraded. And get you training. Let's check in on the investment here. 53 mil valuation. See, a little bit less than market value still, but I'm gonna take it. Like I said, I just want that cash right now. Reinvest in growth. Oh, see, now I'm getting close there. So let's actually put another 50 here on my marketing. As soon as I get to 30, oh, I should go turn off the auto renews. All right. Make sure those do not auto renew. Probably could have got there this round, but all right, we're in good shape. All right, so I'm at 30. I'm actually 50, 60. So I'm gonna start researching. How high can I go? 80? I'm gonna start researching maxed out. I'm gonna start researching these maxed out. And my thought process is here is I'm about to sell these 30s. And I can auto renew them at 30. That's fine. I'll make good money at that because I'm gonna double what I'm selling, more than double what I'm selling now. So my cash flow is gonna go up to 500,000 a day after my marketing spend. But also what I'm looking at is I'm at 46% user capacity now, so I can double that on my existing feature, and I'm about to add a new feature that I can double that again. So I'm well positioned to get this to 80 million impressions pretty easily, especially if I continue to ramp up my ad spend. So that's what's going to happen here. We're going to head over here to add a feature. I'm gonna add my comment functionality. One thing to note, I talked about this back in a couple earlier sessions, I think. If you add a new feature and don't have it leveled up, you definitely want to make sure it's disabled or else it'll tank your happiness. So I'm going to leave that off until I get it upgraded. And we're going to max this out. So, and then we'll max out the efficiency, see how high we can get there. Try and keep people happy. Boom, 49%. Okay, not bad. So I'll do another round of orders on those components, but I can turn this on. That performance is a little slow. I don't love that site speed, what that's going to do to my server capacity. I think I'm still going to be okay. Yeah. That feature really skyrocketed my hosting. So short term. All right, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to add another server. Maybe I'll add two more. Those are configured and maxed out. So now when I'm running my capacity, like I don't love that that's so high. I definitely want to get my efficiency up so I can have my CUs down. I don't like running at this level. If I take a DDoS attack, I think I'll still be okay. But don't love this position that I'm in. So let me see what happens if I place another order for comment functionality parts. What was that? That was backend and input module. Backend module, input module. And I think I did what, 200s? Oof. It's gonna cost me 7 mil. And I'm trying to spend a ton on growth right now. Alright, let's do smaller orders. We'll just order 50s here. It's gonna cost me 3.5 mil. I can deal with that from a cash flow standpoint. It'll let me to keep working on my upgrades. And it will get them to me actually faster. So I'll get them delivered in 4 days. So we will load these up. And I'm being like super aggressive about my marketing spend right now because I really want to increase that user count pretty much as quickly as I can. Let's see, where are we on social media leaderboard? So we're already up to, wow, all the way up to the third to last place, 9 out of 11. I'll start to jump up here pretty quickly though if I can get these features maxed out and continue to upgrade my levels. Let's check on where my supporters are. And then I think the next feature I'm actually gonna want to look at is my support help desk feature. Is that what it's called? Features. What's it called? I think it's called help system. Yeah. So start getting some of these components gathered up to install the help desk system. They want me to acquire a competitor now. It's just peeking. I don't think that's where I want to use my cash, but see it like 9.9 mil I'd have to spend to acquire a competitor. So it's nice to be able to bring those users in, but it's not totally what I do want to do with my money right now. Yeah, so this is going to cost me 4 or 5 mil. No problem. Cash flow's in decent shape. How are my contracts doing? Am I at 30? Yeah, I'm easily gonna sell 30s. Easily gonna sell 30s. Yeah, I'm in good shape. That'll help my cash flow a lot. I'll spend even more on ads, and I will upgrade office space at that point too. Don't love this server capacity going up this high, but we're gonna help that out a little bit here by increasing the server level. So we'll do some upgrades there. Get that. It's already, so I took that down from 2.2 to 1.8. I'm gonna do that same thing again in a minute here. And already we took it down from like 30 average to a 20 average. Yeah, back up to 30 again. Don't love it. Don't love it. Don't love it. It's okay, but I don't love it. What happened? Why did I just lose 313 today? Do I still have ads running? Oh, I apparently didn't notice that my sales contracts expired. Okay, good thing I caught that. Grab these up. Negotiate a good CPM here. All right, don't get mad, don't get mad. All right, I'll get rid of these. I'm hesitant to lead offers sometimes because sometimes offers get pooled, meaning all the salespeople share the same set of offers, and I really don't know what causes that to happen. I think it might be when they're all managed by the same person, and since I don't have any managers here for my salespeople, that's probably why I don't see that. But I've never really fully tested that, so this makes me a little reluctant to get too aggressive about lopping off offers in bulk like that. I just don't. It's got to have to do with the manager that they're assigned to. I can't think of anything else that makes sense on that. All right, getting some decent rates here. I'm going to renew these. Like I said, my next bump, I'm looking to go from 30 to 80, which I think I'm going to be able to do. Or are we 82? You know what? Let's say 90. All right, we're in good shape here. In good shape here. All right, and if we check in now, making 745K a day. I'm gonna keep putting some more of that into my growth. So let's make that 50K a day. Still making $500,000 every day. I'm gonna load another round of these parts orders in. In the past, I've had trouble running my orders while the game clock was running. I don't know if I totally have an explanation for that. It doesn't seem to be causing any trouble right now. So I guess I got away with it. All right. I probably should have checked what these are going to cost me. Yeah, I don't love this. I got to be careful not to get reckless here. Start ordering too much. If I go bankrupt again, I'm going to be pissed. I'm being very aggressive about my marketing. I'm being a little aggressive about my parts orders. I just need to, all right, I'm going to take this investment offer. There we go. All right, now I don't have to worry about my order. Just anxious to get that efficiency maxed out, man. I don't know how close I'm going to get on this round. Yeah. All right, I'm going to turn it around one more time. my support. Yeah, we're in good shape here. And we'll load these up. I'd like to start increasing those quantities, but I also would like to not go bankrupt. So this is what we're doing for now. I will also check in on training for my managers and my researchers. And I will check in on my hiring for an HR manager. All right, let's do researchers. You get an upgrade, and you get an upgrade, and you get a raise. Start those guys training. Check on my managers. Oh, all my managers are maxed out. All right, let's just start training just to be safe. And you're still developing. Nice. Nice. How many HR managers do I want? I think I'm gonna start with, that's 4. Do I have one more in here? All right, let's do that. All right. And we're gonna stop this. I don't know what we're gonna have you guys look for. Researchers, designers. I think I'm not quite ready to start blowing out my, you know what? Let's get a couple more sysadmins in here. You can keep looking for a researcher. And I'm out of desks, right? Yeah, well, almost. So we're gonna set up some desks. We got one more right here. How many HR managers did I have? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Start training. Do I have one more empty desk? Actually, let's get you up. Let's sit an HR manager there. Start training. And let's get you up. All right, so we got to move into a new office. My hiring's on track. How are these guys doing? 63. What's my marketing look like? Sales kind of leveled off. 400 a day. All right, not bad. Not quite ready to pay those back yet. Let's do should do one more server. Let's do one more server. All right, that's what I thought. I need server components to start loading up here. What's my production plan say about that? Something slowing these guys down? No, they're just not fast employees. All right, no problem. Just think about what I want to do here. So I'm starting to get some decent volume going on the main site. Got 2 features. I'm working on chipping away at my upgrades and improve the performance, but I'm otherwise maxed out on this framework, so I will upgrade the framework before too much longer. I think I might then start looking at additional. Do I want to start looking at additional sites? I think I'll actually look at one more feature, try and get the help desk going here, but I'm really gonna have to look at ramping up my revenue and get a full team of outsourcing execs going. That's really what I'm building towards here. Yeah, so let's get these components in. And the next thing that I'm going to install is the help desk system. So let's come over here and enable the help desk system. We'll unlock that. And I'll just put it on here as a placeholder. Stop the clock. Get this help desk system here. Make sure it's turned off so it doesn't tank my happiness. That is incredibly frustrating. Satisfaction is good. Let's check here on the researchers. Sysadmin, good. Sysadmin, good. All right, and let's actually have you look for another supporter. Supporters are gonna be an issue. That was you. All right, let's have you look at supporters also. All right, find a couple more high-level supporters. Starting to get my management team in place. I've got a good team of researchers, so we're gonna keep training up those guys. And I'm gonna start, my next big HR move is gonna be loading up on outsourcing execs. Let's see where we are in terms of office space. Can we jump up here? 10 million for it? Nah, I don't want to jump up there yet. Let's, all right, let's do that. Actually, let me just hit a quick save game. Jump up to this office space, $1 million in rent, confirmed. All right, so we are going to I don't know if I can even get to that guy. We'll pick them all up and move them upstairs in a minute here. Get these tasks in the door. These components delivered. I had made some notes. Let's see here. Fixed the macro. Got the CEO producing dev units. I checked my bid costs and I upgraded my marketing spend. So everything I wanted to do today, I did. Let's pause that. So I think, so I'm going to move my outsourcing execs to second floor. Hire. I'm gonna probably look for another 50 to 100 outsourcing execs. So upgrade the help desk. Upgrade the framework. What else needs to be on my radar? and start looking at building the next site, I guess. I might go for what's the achievement for 100,000 units? Is it Hoarder? I'm gonna say it's called Hoarder. The Collector. Collecting, hoarding, same difference. So I might look at the Collector. So if I do homepage components for the Collector, then I'm gonna definitely spend them on future sites. So maybe I'll start doing that. Let's see. Actually, let me make a note. Ding. Components. All right. So those will be my notes for the next round. Let's check in on my upgrades here. What can I do? Yeah, see, I want that better. See, I'm getting it down to 1.4. It's like closer to a manageable level now, but still way higher than what I want it to be. A little over half on my user base. Let's see where my ads are. Yeah, 90 I'm going to get to easily. All right, let's check on. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, what's going on with my salespeople? Do I have a contract with no salesperson? Ouch. Ouch. All right. So let's turn off auto renew. Turn off auto renew. So do I have a missing ad slot? What's going on? I think I removed one of the sales reps that was managing a contract, but didn't remove the contract. So that's probably not ideal. All right, I don't know what I was thinking there. What am I looking for? 90. All right, we'll turn that off, get you to 90. That's just garbage. All right. I need you to be at 90. And why not? We'll just put you at 90 also. All right. See, and this is where the game gets so addictive because I could stop now. Or I could just keep going because I start thinking, well, I'd like to be able to renew those contracts, or I'd like to be able to upgrade a feature one more time, or whatever it is. There's always that just one more thing. There's never a totally clean stopping point where I can just say, oh, I got to where I wanted to for this round, so I'm going to just wrap it up. Never happens. All right, I'm gonna move these all up to the second floor. So what I try and do here is put them someplace where I can start my macro without being obstructed by UI stuff. Because what's going to happen when I have multiple sites and multiple contracts waiting is that the left hand side and the right hand side are going to have, stuff on them that will interfere with my ability to click. Like you just saw on the previous screen, I couldn't click on my leftmost guy because the contract's waiting to be delivered. Oh, I screwed it up. We're blocking the view. So I try to arrange the desks as best I can to account for that. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. All right. Because what you'll see now, like this guy's going to be covered up a little and this one's kind of out. So if I start like right there and everything lines up perfectly, I should be able to click that one at the same time, or I can do like a little bit of a drag, but that's the challenge. So let's get these guys seated again. Hired a bunch of people I need to get seated. Try and keep everybody grouped here. I'll get these desks up here for the sysadmins. Get Maggie managing the sysadmins. Now they're on the production plan, so they'll be productive and generating units instead of just sitting idle, which sucks. Get these guys all seated. All right, where did I leave off with my hiring? Let's check in on that. And I need to, let's look for, like here I want to be 198, okay, 200 definitely. 198, okay. 200 definitely. All right. Let's just get some, we're gonna do a couple more researchers. All right, let's do some more researchers. And let's do some outsourcing execs. All right, that's set up. Let's check on my training. All my managers should be fully trained up. All my HR managers should be training. All of my researchers should be upgraded and training. And oh, did I lose a manager? Somebody must have quit and I didn't notice it. All right, so let's take one more run around the horn and see what we're looking at. Marketing is still running. Hosting is still a little higher than I'd like to see it. Video ads are still running. I'm going to get to that 90 before the next renewal. One of these has a... Yeah, that's the one that's the problem. So I unseated the person who was managing that contract. I might have to actually cancel it when the renewal comes around, but we'll just wait and see what happens. In both of these cases, I can go to that employee that's managing it, but for this ad, I unseated the person managing it, and it was orphaned. So we'll just wait and see what happens. In fact, I'll just what can I do with my outsourcing execs? Let's load up a couple more of the comment functionality components. So if I need backend component module, backend module, and input module. What does it look like? So that would cost me $40 million to get 10 of those. 7 million. I can swallow 7 million. I don't know how many I need. Let me do 50. 3 million. I'll do 100. And I'll also do it for all of these. So I'm going to set this to run 2 loops. And so what you'll see happens is it'll do this complete roll. It'll start on the next roll, and then it'll click this desk and nothing will happen. So let's watch that go through. This saves me so much time. And I've really dialed in the efficiency of it. I used to have to use a bunch of wait stops and guess at how long it would take to load the screens and move around the UI. But what I found was that as I got later in the game, see there it clicked the desk and there were no employees to sit. So that's the end of is that it would actually, the macro creator would run, or the tool would run, the macros would run faster than the UI later in the game. But if I tuned it for late in the game, then early in the game, it would just like wait so long between each step, it was unbearable. So I really was able to get that dialed in. I didn't realize. See here, like that's the problem. I can't get to these benches now. All right, whatever. Start training. See. Oh, these are my supporters. Okay. So we want you guys sitting up here. And training. Okay. Yeah, good shape there. Man, I filled up this office again. I've only got four well, I guess I have a bunch of empty desks for my outsourcing execs. So if I move these managers around a little bit and start moving my supporters up here. Just like keeping like employees grouped together. All right. And then one of my, oh, that's not what I want to look at what I was hiring. So I'm hiring for outsourcing execs and researchers. And those are going to be a majority of my hires through the rest of the game. I'll have to set up support here a little bit, but let's let some of these contracts renew. See what we can do to our cash flow. Right now we're at 480 a day cash flow. Let's see what happens when these contracts expire. Okay, so all 3 of these expired. That's exactly what I wanted to see happen. And we want these 860, 840, 840, 840. Okay, so we'll take the 860 for the full 10 days. Try and get a monster rate going here. there's no downside to starting super high. They can get a little unhappy, but at this point, I very seldom lose ad buyers. And I want to get these up over $12 if I can. So I'm just going to hit them again. There we go. No need to leave money on the table. All right, so I'm at 80%. What do I want to start looking for? I think I'm going to start looking for 225s. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. 225s it is. All right, I'm like, I mean, even if I start this high, I don't think there's a downside because I want them in the 12 range anyway. I mean, how bad can I piss them off? What are they gonna do? See, now I've got them over 12. I've got some other 240s. Let's just see if I can get him to take it or if he'll leave. Yeah, there we go. 1220. Boom. I'll take it. 225. Boom. And we'll get your 840. Oh, love it. 1250. Love it. There we go. And we'll just have you start negotiating. Don't have any deals for you, but, you know, keep you working. Keep you working. And now are we now? Oh, 2.7 mil a day. Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, so here's where it's going to get fun. Oh, man. Now I can start hiring, start buying. I can start investing. Now things are going to get fun. All right. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I'm going to, all right, where are we? 2.75 a day. All right, let me pump up my marketing again. See, I told you we were going to get to the point where we're spending $1 million a day. Oof, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see those contracts come in. And I think I'm going to buy a competitor then at this point. I want to see one of these checks come in. Bump me up to 25 mil in one day. Oh, there it is. All right, let's take a look at competitors. Social media. 10 mil for closed door. I am going to buy this competitor. Boom. Done. I own this company. 100%. All right, so let's see. 1 million users. Where am I? See, I'm almost maxed out. I'm actually going to cut this ad spend back because I'm very close to having my site maxed out. There, now we're getting to a more manageable level. I want that under 1 for sure. Okay. How am I going to spend all my money? All right, so I think I'm going to wrap up there. Let's check the notes here. All right, so I moved outsourcing execs to the second floor. I need to really just run on hiring outsourcing execs now just about as fast as I can to fill those up. Upgrade help desk, upgrade framework. All right, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that. Upgrade help desk, upgrade framework. I don't love having multiple features that I'm trying to upgrade at the same time on a single framework, just because I have to I I'm kind of all or nothing. I mean to pick this up about me, um, but I like to max out a feature, start the next feature, max it out and turn it on, max it out and turn it on. Now I'm in a situation where I've got 3 features going at once and I'm trying to bump them in increments, which is fine. Let's see what that does to me on the competitor board. Yeah, so I moved from 9 to 8. I bought this guy. They've got 1 million users, and when I can merge them now, but I don't have 1 million in capacity to put them into. So I'm going to wait for the time being, and that's no problem. Now that I've got some money coming in, it's going to open up a lot of flexibility for me on sorry, I'm just thinking about how the users are going to come in. So it's going to open up flexibility on how I do my building. And in fact, I'm going to look at these loans. So if I'm at 90 right now, I've got 2 features maxed out and I'm at 95%. I'm going to add another feature. So that's going to drop me back to 70%. So maybe instead of 90, or maybe instead of 230, what I need to look at is 120, 45, 140. Yeah, let's swap this up. I think I need 45, 125. Yeah. All right. So this will be a nice jump when I move to the bigger framework, but I think what I need to do right now is actually get to 125. I'll get a good boost in revenue. It's not going to double it again, but it'll get me to, 3-4 million a day, 4 or 5 million a day. And I should be in good shape with that. All right. Yeah. Because so what I'm thinking is if I upgrade another feature, I couldn't sell a bigger deal, a too much bigger deal than where I am right now. But with this framework, if I add one more feature, I can definitely sell 125 million impressions. So if I build to that, I'll be able to sell that for sure with my next feature. And then when I upgrade my framework, I'll be looking at doubling or tripling or quadrupling that again. Because I think at the next feature, I can have 2,000 max features. Yeah, 2,000. So right now I'm on this framework and I have 6 features at 500 level. Once I upgrade, I can have 9 features at 2,000 level. And then ultimately I'll work up to where I can have 12 features at 7,000 level. And that's where I'll be, number one social media site. And I'll be in good shape then. And I'll have to do that for all these sites. So once I get the framework maxed out, I'll start adding other sites. I'll max out the homepage, and then I'll have to add 1 or 2 other features to each site, pump up the users, hit number 1 in all categories for world domination, I think it is, sell those sites, retire and go bankrupt on day 1,000, and I am on track for this challenge. I still don't know if I think the $1 trillion is possible or not. I've still got it in my mind, but man, I'll have to make a ton of money late game for that to happen. Let me take a peek at the investments while I'm out here, because I do need to get these going also. 300,000. Daily payment of 1.2 million. Daily payment of 400,000. I'm tempted. Do I want to do that? I'm making 3 million a day. Do I want to spend half of it on these projects? My approach in the past has always been that I know I'm never going to make less money than I'm making right now. So if I get started on these projects and just build it into my budget, then I don't have to worry about not starting them later on, and I need some of these later on. Oof, that's a good amount of money. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Alright, so let's not start that one quite yet. But we'll run the clock a little bit. There we go. Now I can start it. I got the budget, 2.3 mil. That's gonna make me 1.1 mil. Yeah. Alright, let's start it. There we go. Alright. So I've got my project started. Oh, can I upgrade the server? There we go. Nice. Nice. All right, let's see. We'll pull back this marketing. Support's in good shape. Pulled back the marketing, so I'm making that back on my revenue. So we can... This is a great place to stop. I should just stop here. Can I stop for the night? God, I could load up those outsourcing execs. I could keep tuning my managers. This game is terribly addictive. And there's no clear good place to stop. So I'm just gonna... all right, let me just promote this guy. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna stop. Okay. Nothing changed, right? Achievement still 10 out of 29. Okay, so I got no new achievements today. I missed the first 20 minutes because I forgot to turn my microphone on. Sorry about that. But I made some great progress towards really solidifying my revenue, solidifying the feature base of the site, ramped up my users, got my outsourcing execs established. I'm making some good money now, $1 million a day. Plus I'm investing in all the projects, which I'm definitely going to need done before the end of the game. So I think I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape. Yeah, so let's leave it at that, and I'll probably play again tomorrow, so we will catch up then. Later, guys.